and I just need to be more free inside the ring. Let's see if he can do that in this same ring where he's made his pro debut.
And I can't help but notice that Nico looks dry. I mean, his body, he came out looking dry. It doesn't look like he's like warmed up all the way. Huh.
See if Sona Akale can take advantage of that. The muscular fighter out of the Twin Cities in Minnesota. He's a rapper, and he turned his life around thanks to boxing. He said, I had a life on the streets, and once my son was born, I decided I want to be a different man, and here he is as a professional fighter.
Akale is about to set up a right hand over the top. Right now, you see the stab jab down below. That's what he's going to be looking for.
Nico with a short left.
Yes, it was.
And that could be setting up if Nico tries to throw another left hook for a right hand from Akale. And there is Jared Anderson, the undefeated American heavyweight, coming off his first decision win as a pro against former titleist Charles Martin. That was a quick turnaround from July 1st in his hometown of Toledo. He comes back here to Tulsa, Oklahoma to make it 16 wins and continue his climb to the top. An event on ESPN after our ESPN Plus card starting at 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. Jared Anderson against Andre Rudenko. Nico with the overhand right. Akale takes it well.
Akale, that's his go-to. His go-to is his jab, the stab jab down below. Looping right hand or left hook.
Not a bloody nose from Nico? No. That's just the way it looks on TV.
Good right hand by Nico on the side. Actually catching and shooting right there. Nice little parrying off that with combinations.
Akale going downstairs.
Nice feint right there. But see, did you see the reaction? But he didn't do anything with it.
My man almost twisted his ankle.
He sure did. See? Got it. Love you too, man. He said, Bradley, I love you, dog. That's my brother right there. You didn't know? Look how swole he is. That's how I used to look, man. That's how I used to look, man.
Hey, your abs were looking like that back in the day.
I'm tell you, big dog. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, nice feint from Akale.
Hey, that was a Canelo feint.
Oh, yeah.
His hand up in the air. Akale ain't playing.
He says, Nico, you got to feint. Peep my feint out. A battle of feints here as round one comes to a close. And you know who's going to school is Nico Ali Walsh against Sona Akale. And both are just in under double-digit fights, so both are still learning the game. Slink Proper is his rapper name.
Slink Proper?
That's his name. Slink. Slink means like the origin of, and proper because he drops it proper with his rap. So that's where the nickname
must be a lyricist, huh?
He is.
Yeah, not that crap that we be hearing on the radio now.
Well, it lands a nice overhand right, does Akale. I mean, you sound like every other old generation.
I sound like a 90s, like I'm 90s, yes. That's what I am,
Back
90s.
in my day.
I'm an 80s baby, but 90s is when I started, really getting into hip-hop.
Ooh, sets up that overhand right, does Nico Ali Walsh. Then goes down to the body with the right.
Not in the back now, not in the back.
A shoe shine from Akale, then gets clipped with a right hand from Nico Ali Walsh.
All right, so now Nico's getting hit with jabs, and right hand. He hasn't got hit too many right hands. I gotta tell you that. Not too many right hands, and he's coming back and firing. Actually, in transition off offensive defense, which is another good thing I'm seeing from him. But the jab right now, he's keeping his head on the center line. He now needs to learn how to get away from the jabs. One to the body and also to the head.
Counter right there from Nico Ali Walsh as Akale applying the pressure.
Now you got to turn himself off the ropes. Let's see if he does it or is he comfortable against the ropes. Nico has his back directly on the ropes, squared up, which isn't a good thing.
Akale set up a nice right, ducking down and going at it. Yeah, he came in with his head just like somebody I know.
Told you that's my brother right there, man. He told me he loved me already. I love you too, dog.
Short right from Akale. Right uppercut from Nico Ali Walsh.
So what Akale's doing, he's taking the space away from Nico. He's not allowing him to extend with his hands. He knows that he's not a really good inside fighter. And so that's just it. You know, he's using his physical strength. He's pressing into his chest, and he's making him basically shorten his shots. He's, what do you call it? Man, what is the word I'm looking for, big dog?
Ooh, he's landing that right hand is what he's doing against Nico Ali Walsh.
So he finally landed that right hand. Yeah, I was looking at the sky trying to search for the word I was looking for to describe.
Oh, yeah, that's going to come right from the sky, Tim. That's where you're going to find it. All right.
He's jamming his punches. That's what I was looking for.
All right, round 2 in the books. Our own Mark Kriegel caught up with Jared Anderson, tonight's main event fight. Oh, thank you, Mark. And what did you see in between rounds there as Nico Ali Walsh comes out swinging here in the 3rd round, as does Akale?
No, just his seat, his corner seat was crooked. It was off to the side, and you know, it was pulled away from the actual post there. And I'm like thinking to myself, like, man, he has to be uncomfortable. Like, put that seat back into that against that rope, man, and that pylon. Let your fighter get comfortable.
Short right hand from Sona Akale. The soul rapper putting some soul on his punches here in the 3rd round.
See, when I'm
noticing,
noticing,
good body work.
I'm noticing that when Nico gets active with his offense, that's when he does his best work. It's the moments where he sits and he sits in the range he's not supposed to sit in is when he has problems. That's it. He should go in, let his hands go. Don't sit right. Let them hands go. Bing, bing, bing. Throw more combinations. Let them go.
Remember what we talked about in the fighter meeting, and he said, when I'm instinctive and just throwing punches, that's when I'm at my best. He needs to be that guy and work on being the thinking man in the gym. Nice left hook, though, from Nico Ali Walsh, a 45 angle punch.
It's a nice setup. Nice catch right there on the inside. Got the proper distance for it. But the punch that I liked about, I would say, earlier in this round was an uppercut. It might have been last round, but it was an uppercut up the middle. And that's what you want to do against a shorter fighter that likes to lean forward like Akale does.
That's because you were looking for that word up in the sky.
I sure was, so. And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Akale is available for an uppercut, man. That right uppercut right up the middle will be available for Nico.
He's got
good body shot.
Nico worried about that head, and instead it's a short right hand, and once again over the top. Akale comes with that right.
Yeah, I mean, you got Nico fighting at the wrong distance. He's fighting at the wrong distance. Like, let your hands go out at distance. That's where his offense is going to work for himself. But Akale ain't having it. He's getting close, and he's working those short, big arms, man.
There's a nice straight right hand from distance from Nico Ali Walsh. Can he keep Akale at bay?
Akale sitting on 15s, man. Those arms got to be 15 inches, man.
Woo, short left from Nico Ali Walsh. You're like Hulk Hogan, the 24-inch pythons from Sona Akale.
Those are about 15s. 15s might be 16s.
Who benches more, you or Akale?
Back in my time when he probably benched about even 350. He looked like
his trap.
I know. You got to drill these type of things in your fighter's mind over and over and over. And, you know, to make things work, Nico don't have a whole lot of experience, amateur experience of that. So you got to be overtime in the gym with this young man. He has to be sparring weekly, I would say. You give him a week off after training, go back to the drawing board. Whether you have a fight or not, you need to be sparring at least 3 times a week, developing these good habits.
He did spar Chris Eubank and Caleb Plant for this fight. The aforementioned amateur experience, 30 fights for Nico Ali Walsh, only 13 from Sona Akale, who is his opponent tonight. And he is in another tough test because Akale came to fight.
See, where's the right hand over the top? Where's the right hand over the top? A guy reaching down there to the body, showing you that he's going to go down to your body. He's been doing it from the first round. Give me the right hand over the top. It's available. And I'm talking for Nico Ali Walsh. If he wants to get this job done, the right hand is available for him. Or an uppercut. You're fighting a shorter man. And Akale, just keep doing what you're doing. You get close, you smother the young man, you get in his chest, you start working, and just work your numbers.
Akale did get in some good sparring work with Jamal James and Caleb Truax, so both guys been in there with some names, and Akale said, I do this to show my son that there is a better way. They wanted to shout out his son, Keanu, who they call Yanu.
Yanu, what's up, buddy?
Watch your heads now.
You see Nico holding the head of Akale when instead, you mentioned, Tim, his head is there to be hit with an uppercut, but Akale just letting that jab go on the inside.
Saw one uppercut. That's all I've seen. One uppercut. Maybe another one. Maybe another one around ago, but not enough.
That was a nice left hook from Nico.
And he kept his right hand at home. So, I mean, I'm definitely seeing some progression in this game. There's no doubt about it. He is definitely progressing. He's getting better, and he's getting comfortable inside the pocket as well. But
ooh, that uppercut.
There it is.
And you see the legs of Akale go wobbly. And Nico Walsh has 50 seconds here in round 4 to see if he can do something special in front of the fans that saw him be a pro for the first time when he made his pro debut in August of 2021, right in this ring. What recovery powers from Akale.
The uppercut would be a beautiful punch that Akale would not see. Gotta let it go from the right range.
Wobbly legs from Akale early in this round, and he gets in the grill of Nico Walsh and lands a nice overhand right. Akale is in this fight.
That's right. Akale thinking back to his son right now. He's showing him heart, will, determination that, hey, son, even when things get rough, you got to fight out of it.
And that's exactly what he's doing here as he puts Nick
coming back with his offense and saying that, hey, man, you in a fight. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon.
Started boxing at age 29, did Akale, but he'd always been training in the gym, sparring guys, and then his coach from his pro debut, Quincy Caldwell, said, man, let's make a living doing this because you got some talent. And guess what? He's tough as nails, and he comes to fight. We're in round 5 of a scheduled 6-rounder against Nico Walsh. Akale's been beaten 1 time. Nico Walsh 8-0 with 1 no contest in 9 professional fights.
Look at Akale. Akale playing with the distance a little bit, getting on his toes, changing his rhythm up. This guy hit with a 2-piece and his mouthpiece fell out.
Gary Ritter waiting for a break in the action, as all excellent referees do. So they might be kicking that around. Nico, instead of going to the neutral corner, goes to his corner.
Oh, he went over there to get some advice. That's what he did. That's a smart thing. When you're not sure what to do, look over at your corner. That's smart. They're going to tell you what to do.
Akale's corner taking their time, giving their man a breather.
Time in.
Nico Walsh having to dig deep here against Sona Akale, who stab jab to the body.
Yeah,
another feint.
I just have a hard time with that jab landing. My dad used to get on me all the time when I used to fight, and he was like, "You gonna let him just siphon gas tank like that? Hit you down to the body?" That takes out of you little by little. They accumulate over time, but he hasn't taken that away at all. You start to see a red spot develop, and then you're seeing him now going into a low shield right there, a low high guard. Oh, and get clipped. You see that little? You see him going into almost like a Philly shell.
Yeah. Akale set that up, though. Good counter, but Akale throwing arm punches now here in round number 5. Nice uppercut from Akale.
He has to get off the ropes. He has to either tie up or get off the ropes. This is what tactics come in at. You got to be smart. You got to result back to your training. You got to think to yourself. You got to say, okay, I'm getting hit. What's the best thing to do? Tie up, smother, walk back to the center of the ring, or just tie up and wait for the referee to do his job. Now you walk back. See, now you got to walk back to the center of the ring. Akale stepped back for you. But I would have stepped forward if I was Akale, because he was near those ropes.
Nice body work from Akale with the left hook.
Get off his head.
Short right uppercut from Nico Walsh. Just a get off me punch. I think Nico's going to regret not going after Akale when he had his legs hurt. Oh, nice short left hook from Nico Walsh.
See, I like those punches. Quick and fast. Change the cadence up. Not just one shot at a time. When he puts his combinations together like that, Nico, it's effective. Look at that. Perfect range right there. Good.
Excellent body work from Nico Walsh.
Now here come Akale. Let's go, baby.
Next round, this is another opportunity to go the full distance from Nico Ali Walsh.
It's so funny watching Akale. He's just a little trickery, you know. He stepped the foot back, but see, it just shows you his experience and his knowledge of the game. Whereas Nico, he don't understand what he's doing and what he's trying to do. See, me, I've seen that before. I'm like, man, what do you think you're doing, bro? You ain't trying to set me up. Like, you're trying to fight a little bit off rhythm. You're trying to be sneaky. No, eat this jab. Oh, that was a nice right hand.
Short.
Wow, that was nice by Akale.
Ooh,
good right hand.
Short right from Nico as well. Oh, the feint, the Canelo feint again.
I'm telling you, man.
Whoop the right and then loop with the left. Whoop, whoop.
Then the dip and then the hook.
Get off his head. Stop. Break.
See, Akale, he's swole. It's hard when you're carrying all that muscle, man. It's really hard. Conditioning-wise, your hands start to feel heavy. You know, I have experience of that. It is no joke, but Akale is letting them hands go, man. Even though he's tired and fatigued, and what Nico is doing, he's just giving in. He's literally giving in.
Get off his head.
Instead of working, he's letting Akale control.
Dictate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop. Get off his head, man. Stop.
You hear the chant of Ali in the crowd. Minute and 15 seconds left here in the 6th round, and Akale willing to put in the work, and Nico going to have to do the same. Pressure from Akale.
Looking at Nico, let your hands go. Akale putting in work. He letting his hands go. He's been consistently fighting this entire fight. Nice type of right hand right here from him.
Short right from Akale, effective, and
Listen to me, Rod. Listen to me. All right?
warning from referee Joe Ritter after Nico Ali Walsh hit on the break. Short right hand from Akale sends Ali Walsh reeling back. Body work from Nico with a double left hand downstairs and upstairs. Akale, though, pins Ali Walsh against the ropes.
Well, I don't think Nico got any legs. I mean, he doesn't realize he has legs. You don't have to stand there and take those shots. I mean, use your legs, pick up yourself, change your location. I mean, just don't sit there to take that damage coming back.
Akale showing his toughness here in the final seconds of the 6th round, giving everything he has.